So Keir Starmer's been having frocks and even underwear allegedly given free to his wife, Lady Victoria. That's right, the current British Prime Minister accepted donations to be dressed by Lord Wahid Ali. And it's interesting, isn't it? Because one would suggest, well, what would the benefit be to Lord Wahid Ali? Now, as you can see, clearly a man who wants some star power and wants to make sure that he has influence. The alleged story is that he was given an unlimited pass into Downing Street. Quite why he would need one of those still remains to be seen. But as well as buying the outfits and everything else, there's a lot more to this story. Let me explain. Morning, good to see you. Thank you so much as ever. Nice to have your company. I'm sorry, we'll have a quick wave. A lot of people sometimes when I do political stories on here accuse you of being biased. I'm not biased in any form. I'm basically telling you the story that I've got, whether that be about Kamala Harris or Trump or Taylor Swift. I'm retelling you the feedback from that story. For me, as somebody who covers politics as a full-time job, you can't really have time for bias, because if I'm really honest with you, I would say to you this: having worked alongside all of those people in my time, they're all as bad as each other. Power goes to their head. They get offered opportunities that you and I would only dream of, free holidays, televisions, you name it. And of course, some of them rather foolishly take it up. But what I would say is this: I think this is more prevalent now of us finding out in the digital world that we live in, You think about it with Churchill, with whatever. I'm sure Churchill got free meat during the war when there were rations on. We just didn't know about it. It's a different world, isn't it? That's the way it works. Over now in this world, the 21st century, with our brand new British Prime Minister, Sir Keir Starmer, he's now been accused of accepting gifts and, of course, free clothing for his wife, Lady Victoria. But as I pointed out, it gets a little bit darker than that, because Wahid Ali, I actually know him a little bit from many years ago. He used to be the boss of The Big Breakfast, which was a breakfast TV show over here in the United Kingdom, and it ran very successfully. He was the co-owner of a company called Planet 24 alongside Charlie Parsons. And I met Wahid when I was working in the record industry, and we were going to make a record with his presenters, Denise Van Outen and Johnny Vaughan. Now, what's interesting again is just the connectability of this story, and this is where you realize everything's all connected. Denise Van Outen is very good friends with Angela Rayner, the current British Deputy Prime Minister. And it was Denise Van Outen's video footage that revealed Angela Rayner dancing manically on that Ibiza break inside the disco booth. Do you understand? So they're all connected. Denise is still friendly with Lord Ali. Lord Ali's friendly with Angela Rayner. And you see how everything eventually is a formation. He's done incredibly well. And you can understand exactly why maybe somebody reached out to him. As a very flamboyant, openly gay man, he probably thought he could offer some style tips to either Keir or indeed Lady Victoria. But it's a far deeper story than that, one that I'm not allowed to fully touch on yet. But the inside track is there's a lot more being going on behind the scenes. It will come out because they are digging away right now. And it just goes to show, when I tell you the stories about, as I've said, political bias, doesn't matter whether you're Conservative, Lib Dem, whatever, they're all the same. The Lib Dems, for instance, came to my studio, and I know for a fact that Ed Davey was so nervous he had to go out and buy a £100 shirt because he was sweating so much having to go under the TV cameras. Those are the things they don't share with you. Guess who's paying for that, by the way? You see how it works? As for now, Keir and Lady Victoria may, of course, be dressed for free, but for how much longer? And how much longer before they fully go out of fashion? Neil Sean, Kensington, London.